Alright guys, we are back with one of these strange talks that still doesn't have a title. Maybe we'll come up with one between now and when this goes up, but for right now we're just gonna call it... what?
Talkie time.
Talkie time? Okay. I'm here with...
Me.
him. Say your name.
Kyle?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're here to talk about a very special topic. Why don't you tell our listeners what we're here to talk about, even though they can probably read the title.
Well, I won't put it in my title, so it's a big old surprise.
Nice.
It is Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah. Now Bioshock Infinite is a good game, and we don't want to spoil it for you. So, if you happen to have not played the game and or know how it ends, I suggest you leave. And if you don't leave, I will find you, and I will do what I did to Kyle to you. Now, Kyle, what did you think of that? What did you think of what I did to you? Did that feel good?
I hate it. I hate you.
Okay. Yeah. Just leave if you don't know what's going on. Even if you don't care, you will at one point in your life.
You can say if you don't care. This is America, you know.
No,
do whatever you want.
This is Colombia. We seceded. So,
don't like you.
Should we just do like a brief introduction for those stupid people who don't know what it's about but still are here for some reason?
You mean the Americans?
The freedom fighters.
Sure. Go right ahead.
You go ahead. I'm done.
I don't know how to really do it.
Okay.
Well, if they want to know, they can look it up.
Okay, you look it up. Fine. Fine. Screw the listeners.
Well, shit.
Okay. I guess a good place to start would just be the plot and some key points and our thoughts. How about that?
Sure, you're leading the conversation.
So, plot. What did you think of the lighthouse?
What about the lighthouse? I thought it was a nice lighthouse. Which lighthouse?
The first one. We're going in chronologically.
Like, when you're fresh off the boat?
Yeah, that lighthouse.
Okay. Yeah, that was a cool lighthouse.
What'd you think? Okay, there's this dead guy in there.
Yes.
What's with him?
I don't know. Didn't really think about it too much.
You're not very good at this.
Well, I know you thought of something, so I'll let you talk about that. I didn't really think about it when I first played. I said, oh, look, there's a dead guy. Well, shit, now I know that I'm traveling into something that's a little dangerous. Okay.
Well, why would the dead guy be there?
Because he's dead. He's not going to go anywhere else.
Well, why is he dead?
Slipped.
Okay, why does he have a gunshot wound?
He fell on a bullet. I don't know.
Then how did he get into a chair?
He slipped, fell on a bullet.
And the momentum threw him onto the chair.
That's right.
Okay, well that just puts my theory to shame.
I play a game, I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh look, a dead guy. Okay, continuing on. I'm not thinking, why is the dead guy here?
You need to think about these
doesn't matter.
things. That's why you're not... That's why you're an accountant and not.
It doesn't matter why he's there. Fact of the matter is he's there.
Okay, whatever. Basically, the most accepted theory that I've seen is that he was hired by Comstock to stop Booker. Because did you find the note that says he is coming? Stop him. C. Did you see that?
I sure did.
Okay, well I'm assuming that C stands for Comstock, and I'm assuming that note was made for the lighthouse guy. And I'm assuming the Luteces killed him.
Lutece.
Sure. Yeah, I forgot. I can't believe I did that. I feel so stupid.
Oh, man.
The Luteces killed him. So there we go. That's dead guy number 1 down. Okay, so next you go onto the chair thing, and you get that initial view of the city. And what did you feel when you first saw the city?
What the fuck? I don't know. I was like, oh look, a city in the clouds. Oh look, there's a guy on a billboard with a gray beard.
Did you think it was as good as the intro to Bioshock?
No.
And why?
I don't know. I think underwater's a better setting than up in the clouds. Just in general.
Okay. Okay. That's a valid answer.
Plus, when you go down in Bioshock 1, you see the Big Daddy, like working on the pipes or something. Like, oh my god, that guy's on the cover of my game.
That's true. That's very true. I liked this one just because It was so peaceful and non-creepy. Oh, in case you couldn't tell from my Dead Space playthrough, I don't like creepy things
You're a pussy.
at all. Yeah, at all. Like, yeah. So I did enjoy the beginning to this because that was probably the most peaceful time in the entire game. Okay, so foreshadowing. Foreshadowing.
Yes.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
What song is playing in that churchy place when you first get there?
You mean the church?
No, it's the churchy place.
Okay, I have no idea.
I don't know what it's called. I'm assuming it's called what the lyrics are, but the lyrics go, "Will the circle be unbroken?"
Yes.
Or something along those lines. So that's a major foreshadowing, and I'm not going to say what it's foreshadowing because you should already know that if you're here.
Or say it because if they're here,
Infinite universes.
there you go.
No, I don't have a degree in metaphysics. Do you?
That is classified information.
Okay, he does have a degree in metaphysics, but I'm just gonna go out on a limb. I don't like the name. I don't like the word infinite.
Infinite.
Because shut.
There's one N in infinite.
Okay. How do you pronounce it?
Infinite.
Infinite.
Seriously?
Infinite.
There you go.
Infinite. I can't do it. I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Well, then I'm just gonna resent you this whole time. Continue.
Infinite.
Don't say it like
Wouldn't
that.
it be infinite?
Infinite?
Because it's Nite.
Dude. Shut up.
Okay. I don't like the word infinite for more than one reason now. Because I can't pronounce it. And because that means that there's a universe where you and I are married.
Of course.
That means that there are infinite number of universes where you and I are married.
That's right.
And I don't like that.
Well, you're just gonna have to deal with that.
That means there's one where you're Comstock and I'm Elizabeth.
Yep. That's my favorite one.
They should have just said there's like 10.
But there
just
are
left it at 10.
infinite. That's the whole point of the game. Is
No, they should have said Bioshock 10. There are
Bioshock
10
10.
universes and no more.
the whole thing is every decision point is a branching point.
Yeah, except there's only 2.5 decisions ever made.
2.5
So there's
major
10
decisions. Every single thing. Hell, just the coin flips. A coin flip.
No, the coin flip's
If we're
constant.
theoretically talking about
Coin
infinite
flip is a
universes.
constant. Coin flip is a constant.
But if we're going outside of the game,
Yeah,
we're
if
talking
we're-
about infinite
yeah.
universes.
Yeah, true.
Every time a coin flip, every time a die roll, there's
Yeah, if you roll a die, you
Universes
create 5 more
branch off.
universes.
yeah.
Whoa, I'm gonna roll a die right now.
Don't.
I'm
We
pretending
have
to roll
enough
a die.
universes.
I just rolled an imaginary die. And there's a
See?
universe where I didn't just roll an imaginary die.
Exactly. Imagine a universe where you weren't trying to act out.
So yeah, I am not a college professor. Kyle's identity remains unknown. So, pay attention to what he says, because I think he might have some interesting things to say.
Well,
But
interesting stuff.
back to the topic at hand. So you go through the whole, not parade, but like festival thing. Then you get to the raffle.
yes.
And what did you think of the first kill, really?
I was like, why is this guy getting so distracted by a baseball?
Yeah, so that's
Honestly,
exactly
they're
what I
arresting
thought.
you. You throw a
Like,
baseball up something. A baseball that they know you have.
What's that gonna do? And
Well,
then
it distracted that guy.
and then he sliced his face open, which was I thought that the actual slicing was very well done. I mean, because like the guy who was holding onto the what's that called?
Skyhook?
Skyhook thing?
Is that it?
Yeah, that is what it's called, or it's what I'm gonna call it from now on. The guy who was holding onto it, when the guy's face goes onto it, he like tries to rip it away, but like the force is stopping it, I don't know, some force is stopping him from doing it, and it's so realistic, it's so awesome. And then you kill all his friends, blah blah.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna skip a whole bunch because we'll be here all day if we go through all of it.
No, no.
And then
Oh.
you get to this one place called Monument Island.
Monument Island. I don't know any of these places by their names.
It's the big angel thing.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Up yours.
Hopeless. Okay. Did you find the audio log of the janitor there?
I don't quite remember.
He's this black guy, and he's like, he's like, well, all these crackers apparently need someone to still clean their floors, even if it's...
That was sure I did.
Thing.
It's very familiar.
Oh man, I love that guy. He's so awesome. He's like, they got to talk about the tail, and they don't know whether to hang on or let go and run. And like, I was laughing so hard when he said
That's
that, and then I
racist.
opened the door to the next room, and it was that big siphon thing, and I was just like, oh crap. That was awesome. It was like a complete 180 of my emotions. Did you feel that?
Sure.
What did you feel?
I felt nothing.
You don't feel anything.
I don't feel.
Okay. You're a robot. It's official. You are now a robot. You cried. You're upset when Ben dies, but you don't care about.
I thought it was very well
Janitor
done.
in Monument Island.
It's a damn janitor.
He's the janitor. He's the best.
Yes, he's the janitor.
He's the best.
He has like one voxophone.
Two.
voxophones.
One's about replacing the fuses every day. Man, this place goes through a lot of fuses.
You need to stop using that voice because I am very offended by
That's how he sounds. He's okay. I'm going on a tangent. The voices in this game, super racist. So stereotypical. Like when you met what's her name, the chick who killed Lady Comstock, I was just like, there's no way that you sound like this. This is exactly how every white boy pictures a southern black lady. It was, I mean, they were,
Oh.
maybe that's how they sounded in 1912.
Yeah.
It was,
Who are you to say?
I don't know, I'm not a time traveling fish,
I thought so.
but it was very, very, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so, you meet Elizabeth.
Yep.
But
Hi,
what'd you think of how you met her?
I was like, oh, stop throwing books at me.
She was whipping those at you.
Like, Jesus Christ. Let me explain.
She had two. Did you notice the book that she hit you in the head with?
Not until it was posted on the internet.
Okay, so you do know it, and why don't you tell our fine listeners what that?
I noticed her thimble, though, right away. I was
Oh,
very
of course,
proud.
she sticks it in your face.
Well, I was paying attention that time, as opposed to all the other times.
What's the book?
The book is, I don't remember the title, but it's by Lutece.
And what?
R.
Okay,
Lutece.
it's about quantum physics
it's
and stuff.
I don't remember the title.
It's about physics. Okay.
Yes.
And that is basically what this game is all about. Do our choices matter? Because really, if we make one choice, someone else down the line is making the exact opposite choice. And every choice in between. Was that funny to you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now this is
Not
my...
deep.
Okay, so you meet Elizabeth. I loved the, when you're up on the top of the tower, and it, like, the deck that you're on rips off, and you fall, and you just, you're floating there for a second, and then you just fall down at, 100 miles an hour. I just loved that scene.
100 miles an hour.
Okay, 120 miles an hour.
Really?
That's terminal velocity,
Really?
I think.
Well, I don't know.
And then the whole, falling into the water is cool. Now, my favorite scene in the whole game, you know what it is.
I think I do.
The beach.
The beach? Oh, I thought it was something else.
What was it? What did you think?
I thought it was when he was painting himself.
Oh, darn it. My second favorite scene in the whole game. The beach.
The beach.
Beach was fantastic.
Yeah, well. She's like, dance with me, and I said no.
Oh man, I wish there was an option to dance. If that's okay, if they make that the DLC, I'll be happy.
Dancing
Just
DLC?
add one option. Dance or leave. And then track all the people who say leave and find them. Kill them.
Wow.
What?
Psh. Killing?
You can't. You
It's
have
a little.
dance. It's like part of the law.
Wow. You're the worst.
Okay, did you get the free cotton candy for Elizabeth?
Yes.
How awesome was that?
It's pretty awesome. She got free cotton candy. I was distressed because I didn't.
I took a screenshot just because it was just so cute.
You are so lame.
Oh my god.
You're beyond lame.
Shut up. Just because I like cotton candy doesn't mean that
Yeah,
I'm
I
lame.
do too.
Okay, did she skip rocks with you?
I do not remember any rock skipping.
Okay, if you go to somewhere along the water, there's this bucket full of rocks, and she's like, "Hey, watch this!" And she skips a rock, and the first time she throws it, it goes like 5 skips, and I'm like, "You've never seen water in your life, let alone a rock. How did you do that?" I don't
She
think
has practiced throwing books.
I don't think a book can teach you how to skip rocks.
Sure.
I live on a body of water, and I can't even skip a rock more than twice.
Yeah, but you're not Elizabeth.
True.
You tend to suck.
Okay. That they can. She's God. Never mind. Forget that whole statement. Yeah. She can do anything.
That's right.
Okay. Then you go to the ticket booth. How guilty did you feel when Elizabeth runs from you?
No, I was mad at her.
You're so evil. You were just like,
No, it's like,
is your
come
heart
on.
made out of coal?
They clearly want you.
I forgot you're a robot. Never mind.
They're not. They aren't gonna be nice to you either.
She didn't see what happened. Someone grabbed her, and then all of a sudden you're shooting up everyone in there.
Exactly. Someone grabbed her.
He could have been telling her what time it is or something.
Do you grab someone when you tell them what time it is?
I grab someone whenever I pass them.
You're weird then.
Okay,
It was a malicious grab.
Oh, it does. I don't
Heads
think
needed to be split.
I don't think that warrants shooting everyone in the building.
It is when you're in Colombia, when
Oh.
everyone wants to capture the girl and do God knows what.
On the second playthrough, I noticed that after the whole Annabelle part, after you go through that turnstile thing, everyone is staring at you. It's so creepy. They're all cops, and it's
Well, there you go.
it's so creepy. And then the guy with the sauerkraut thing isn't buying drugs. He's just a really bad actor.
Yeah.
He's a cop. I wish he was buying drugs though.
What the hell is sauerkraut code for?
It's that okay. I've seen people do that and buy drugs.
They say sauerkraut.
No, they don't say. They say like some stupid word, and they go, and then insert code word here.
Yeah. A
And
word
they
that
say,
is
like a
a
weird.
known code word for drugs.
It would have been even better because he's buying drugs in a room full of undercover cops. So even okay, just in my mind, he's buying drugs. Whatever.
Well, your mind is...
My mind might be wrong, but it's just much better that way. Okay. What did you think of Slate?
Slate. That's the guy I was in war with?
Yeah, that's the guy who thinks that Comstock is a liar because he was not in the Battle of the Wounded Knee. And he wants his soldiers to have a soldier's death by having a true soldier, aka you,
Do it.
So basically he sends in all his soldiers to be killed. Which is, I don't know. If you're into that kind of thing, I can
If you're into that.
understand that.
He was kind of keeping me from Shock Jockey, so I didn't like him for that.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that hard, though.
No, but I wanted Shock Jockey.
Yeah, but if you got the Shock Jockey then the game would have been like an hour shorter.
I like Shock Jockey.
And that's an hour less you get to spend with Elizabeth.
But then I don't have to hunt down Old Man.
Old man Willikers.
Old man slate.
No,
good.
did you kill him?
Yeah. Nope.
I didn't the first time through, and then I saw him again, and I decided next time I play through, I'm gonna kill him.
You're so rude.
Did you see? Okay, when you go to the stupid jail place, he has stuff done to him. He's tortured, man, and Elizabeth's like, oh, I bet sparing him wasn't mercy after all.
Well, too bad.
And then when you do end up killing him, she says, I guess it was mercy. Comstock's men would have taken him. So she understands.
My intentions were in the right place.
She's my girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you go to... Oh yeah, what'd you think... Okay, how bad did you feel when she knows geography?
Oh, I was like, come on. We can just go to Paris. I don't mind.
I know, I was like, okay, where's the option? Go to New York? Go to Paris?
New York sucks anyway.
I mean, I would have gone to Paris for a year or two.
Yeah, why the hell not? I'm
Go on vacation to New York, and then Robert Lutess will be like, hey, you got her. Oh, spoiler, he's the one who wants you to get her. And then...
Whoa, I didn't finish. What the hell?
And then he'll be like, hey, you got her. And you'll be like, yep. And he'll be like,
yep.
Okay, give me your baby daughter.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Then you have the whole Fink thing.
Fink.
What'd you think of Fink?
He's kind of a dick.
I don't like him.
He was the guy in the beginning. Just throw this baseball at this lady.
Yeah.
I really don't want to, dude.
Well, he is Fink. So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna be very upset with him.
Are you paging through notes?
Nope.
Oh. Okay. Okay, so this is where it starts to get a little confusing.
Sexy.
What? No, we're not there yet. When you go through the tears and stuff,
Yes, sir.
that's when the real time stuff starts happening. Yeah. And I really don't know what else to say.
It's crazy.
It's
You
the
can
premise
say
of
that.
the game, for crying out loud. Okay, then you go to Finkton Factory. Okay. Then Elizabeth and what's her name? Who's the black chick?
Daisy Fitzroy.
Daisy Fitzroy have a little scuffle. Yeah. What do you have to say about that?
I wasn't listening. What do they have? I was clearing my throat. A what?
It involves a pair of scissors and a heart.
Scuffle?
A scuffle. You know what a
Okay.
scuffle
Why
is?
did you say that? Yes. You're very quiet.
Really?
A scuffle. No, just that one time. But
Oh, okay.
yeah.
They have a scuffle.
Yeah.
What'd you
And
think?
then
What'd
I
you
was
think?
like, whoa, good job. And then she wasn't as thrilled with her job as I was.
I
And then
mean,
she cut off her hair.
no, the look that she gives you when you're like coming up to her and she's covered in blood, that was the creepiest look I've ever seen.
She saved that child.
So, the child died anyway.
Wow.
Oh, was that a spoiler? I don't know.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah. See, you don't even care about the kid.
No, but if people are listening, they obviously either don't care about the spoilers or have played it already.
Well, I care about her killing Daisy Fitzroy because then she puts on the other dress. And she
Yeah?
cuts her hair.
Yeah.
I didn't really, but I liked the old hair too. Both hairs are good.
Both good.
Okay. Then you do some stuff with her. And then, okay, what'd you think of the whole, her mom part? Or her,
I don't. It was
quote,
weird.
quote, mom part.
Yes. Well, I don't. It's like, okay, why am I fighting this ghost lady?
That was my least favorite part of the game.
Yeah, it was
For
kind of
multiple
repetitive
reasons.
too. It's like, okay, fight her 3 damn times.
Yeah,
I've
why
already
would you?
fought her once.
Yeah, so you didn't like I didn't like the repetitiveness of it, and I didn't like. Um, I wish that Elizabeth like killed her or something, because like for this whole time Elizabeth is blaming her for locking her up in the tower for 20 years, and like she's just like, okay, you can kill her for me. And I'm just like, can't. Do you want to do it? Like, I mean, I have this gun. I can give it to you. You've given me guns. I mean, you can just keep one.
Yeah,
But I really wish that, like, there was a scene, instead of forgiveness, like, Elizabeth just punched her in the face 1,000 times.
wow.
What? That would have been so cool.
You need to stop with the violence.
That would have been cool. And I also hated the fights just because it was stupid. Do you
Yeah.
agree?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was kind of weird too, because up until then, it's all just normal. Here are these soldiers, here are these soldiers, this is why they want to kill you now. Hey, here's some ghost things.
Yeah, I don't even know why her mom is fighting you, to be honest.
Oh, because she's dead or something, but then
She's dead.
part of her. Oh, it's like, because that, and then there's memories of being, or it's alive and dead, and then she's pissed because. I don't, it's something like that.
She's pissed because, yeah.
Well, because. She, I don't know. It's got to do with all the multiple timeline stuff. So I'm not
Okay, yeah.
exactly the best.
Yeah, I'm
Going
not. So you don't have a degree in metaphysics and or ghosts.
Well, it's a fraudulent one.
Okay, and now we get into my actual least favorite part of the game, the weird
asylum.
place. I don't even know what to call it. I'm just gonna call it the weird place.
Isn't it though? Isn't it like the Comstock Asylum?
Yeah, it's his house like turned into an asylum, I guess.
Oh yes. You didn't like that because it made you pee yourself.
Multiple times. Yeah. Okay. Step 1. Boys of Silence suck. They suck. I hate them so
Alright.
much.
I don't like them. They're annoying. That's about it.
No, they're creepy.
You can't kill them, and I didn't know that when I first played.
I'm getting bad memories.
God.
Okay. They are the worst things ever. And I swear, if there's a DLC about them, I'm just gonna rage. I'm just,
Yep.
I'm not gonna buy it.
White room, no doors and windows, and there's gonna be 50 of them in there.
Well, they can't hurt you, so
500 Ben Franklins.
Oh my gosh. That'd be, that whole place was just screaming of creepiness. And the whole time you have those, tears of Elizabeth being, like, experimented on, and that just made me pissed. So I had to muscle through it. I really didn't want to play that part, but I had to, just because I had to get through it. I had to get to
Even
Elizabeth.
that bad.
It was that bad. For me.
I mean, scariness wise. It kind
Oh.
of sucked because I didn't have her to give me ammo and health all the time.
The scariest factor, she wasn't there, so it was incredible. If she was there, it would have been fine. It would have been like a walk in the park. Oh, it would have been great. But she wasn't there. So I'm like, peeing my pants.
Dear God.
Crap. What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
I actually completely forgot what I was gonna say. Say something.
Rutabaga.
No, something relevant.
Songbird.
Songbird. That's
I
good.
like that guy.
I don't care. I don't know. Everyone's saying how sad his death was and stuff.
Oh, it was tragic.
I really didn't care.
And he's cool looking too, to boot.
I like those little toys of him.
That she got scared of.
Wait, she got scared of those?
Yeah, the first one I found, she was like, "Ah!"
Oh, really? Oh,
And
I
the guy
wish she
at
did
the
that.
store's like, "Oh, you noticed our bestseller." It's like, haha, you're stupid.
That's awesome. Yeah, I really didn't care about Songbird at all. Wow. To me, it was just another villain.
But he wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
Just another villain.
Just another brick in the
He
wall.
was her best friend, and then her captor.
Oh no, it's
Also a
it's
bird.
Stockholm syndrome.
Well, it's her only friend.
I'm her only friend.
You are nothing.
I'm her dad. Oh,
You-
another spoiler alert.
Oh my god. At least
Oops.
let me finish the game.
What was I gonna say about the stupid, creepy place? Oh yeah, like I really did not want to play through that, but like I just felt a sense of urgency to
You
get
said
through it
that
and to get
already.
to Elizabeth. Like I was playing that at like 1 a.m. and I forgot that I was playing a game, so I was shaking the whole time because I was afraid for Elizabeth, and that was like the most intense gaming experience I've ever had.
Wow. Okay. Then.
It was awesome.
You are crazy.
And then, okay, so after you meet old Elizabeth, she gives you the note, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Well,
This is the one thing I don't understand. Old
okay.
Elizabeth sends you back 6 months after Elizabeth gets captured. Why can't she send you back, like, 30 minutes after she gets captured?
She's old.
She's old. She's obviously powerful if she can destroy New York.
Well, she's old.
I don't get it. That just seems like a major meanie move.
Now, I'm sure there's some
I'm
profound
sure there
reason.
is, but we're not smart enough to figure it out. Ken Levine will show us the light.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, but then when you know how you have to take out those two whatever generator things connected to her?
Yes.
I was in straight up murder mode that whole time.
I was in straight up potshot mode because I had next to no health and next to no ammo.
I had no health, but I ran straight for one of them, shotgunned the guy against the window, turned it off, ran straight to the other one.
You shotgun the doctor guy?
Yeah, clubbed him in the back of the head, turned it off, and then clubbed his dead body like 10 times
But
after that.
he wasn't violent.
I don't care. Did you listen to the audio log?
Maybe.
Oh, it was the
If I saw it, I
craziest thing
listened to it.
He says stuff like her screams remind me of animals, maybe, and it's like, oh, I wish that he was a real person so that I could beat him in real life.
Oh yeah, you're a heaping
If
pile
that's
of
the
muscle.
DLC, if they like dress someone up like him, and then you can pay like $20 to punch him in the face, that'd be the best DLC
You
ever.
seem not to have a good idea what DLC is gonna be.
Okay,
They're not gonna
all of
create
these-
it just so you can have your little sick punch this guy in the head fantasy.
If I can go to Paris and punch that guy in the head, I'm set. Like my life's done. I can die happy. So you didn't have any spite towards those two?
They weren't attacking me. I was like, I'll let you be for now.
See, that's what I did for the whole game. The entire game up until that point. And that just shows how mentally
Weird.
unstable I am.
Yep.
Or how good the game is, I guess.
Nope.
If you're gonna okay. Okay, so then she kind of loses her brain because it's been 6 months since you were there, and you're like, hey girl,
Hey,
or
girl.
your old version sent me back at the wrong time. But here's a note. And then you go find Comstock.
Yep.
And I kind of I would have beat his head in too. So I was
Wow.
mad about that.
Come on, dude. That's her dad.
I'm her dad for one thing.
Well, you didn't know that at that time.
I don't care. He's the worst father of all
Well,
time.
yeah, but still, I was like, come on, dude.
I would
Right
man,
in front of his daughter.
I'm gonna go play that sentence part again just because it was so
Nope,
good.
You can't. You quit.
What?
You stop playing it.
No, I'm gonna beat it again,
He he
and
he.
then I'm gonna quit.
Oh, okay.
Shut up.
But when he grabbed her arm, I was like, hey, hands off. And then
Yeah,
Booker
yeah.
said, hey, hands off.
And I beat
And
him.
high-fived myself.
And I drowned him in a bird bath. Not the most glamorous of deaths.
Huh? That's how I'm gonna go.
Can I be the one to drown you?
No.
Oh. Um. Okay, so he's dead now. And then Booker's like, "Hey, girl, we can go to Paris now." And she's like, "No. We're gonna destroy this siphon so that I unlock God mode." So then you destroy the siphon, and she unlocks God mode, and her hair turns white, which is cool. And then it turns back.
Which is also cool.
I liked the white hair for like 10 seconds, though. That was... And then you go to Rapture. So you tell your feelings about going to Rapture.
I loved going to Rapture. I don't know. I thought it was a cool nod. It's like, alright, I can do this. And then Songbird died, and I wasn't so sure I could do this.
Yes. And then this is where the fun begins.
Yeah.
Okay, so just... Do you remember the ending? Like what happens and stuff?
Not extremely.
Okay, well, I'll walk us through it.
You can walk us through it. Yeah, why the hell were you asking? You're going to walk us through it anyway.
I've been doing so much talking. You've just been like...
Throwing my thoughts in, that's what I do.
Okay, you're the thought guy. That's good, that's good.
Not the leader.
Okay. So don't blame me if I get this, if I mix up the order of this, because
I'm planning on blaming
I don't think the order is that important.
Unsub.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So, four important things happen in the end game. First one, or five. Sorry. Okay, first mess up. Five.
Wow. Great start.
Shut up. No, 6. Okay, no. 5 important things happen in the end game. I'm probably missing like 12 of them, but off the top of my head, 5 important things happen. 1. You go back to your apartment. There's you, Elizabeth, and Robert Latouche. What's Robert Latouche doing there?
Lutas.
Latouche. Oh, yeah.
It's not lettuce. Latouche.
Number 2. How do you say it?
Lutece.
Robert Lutece is there. Now, what would Robert Lutece be doing there? He is there to buy your daughter. So you walk into this room that you've never been into before, and there's a daughter. And you're like, what? And you look at the daughter, and you look at Elizabeth, and you look at the daughter, you just start crying right there.
And then you're like, oh my god.
That's
you.
No, I didn't. Okay, at that point, I didn't cry.
Nor did I.
To save my honor, I didn't cry. But I did look at the baby, look at Elizabeth, and then just go, no.
I was like, oh.
I was so depressed. Because I knew
wide-eyed. I was like,
happen.
oh.
So, you sold your baby daughter, aka Elizabeth, like years ago, and that's not good. Selling children is not good. But to make up for it, you do try to track down Robert and get her back. So, scene 2. Did I miss one?
Probably. You haven't said
no,
what
I didn't.
scene 2 is. I don't know what you're jumping
I
to.
didn't. Okay, scene 2. You're in an alleyway with this weird portal thing in the wall. Elizabeth is down at the other end, along with a younger Comstock, your baby, and Robert. And you run down, try to get Anna back. That's her name, by the way. And she gets pulled through the weird portal thing, and it closes around her pinky finger. And that was the most anticlimactic ever. Was it just me? Or did you think that too?
I was like, okay, I guess we're gonna stay on this pinky for a couple seconds more.
That's exactly what I thought, because it sliced around the pinky, and I'm like, oh, it makes sense now, and then it stayed on there, and I'm like, I get it. And then the pinky, and it starts to fall, and I'm like, okay.
Carrying on.
Okay, just go. But, I mean, at that point, it was like throwing a 100-piece puzzle into the air, and then having it land, and having it be perfect, with a few holes missing just because we're stupid. let's just say like one piece is missing.
What kind of analogy was that?
It's because the puzzle makes sense now. The finger, the Comstock, the U.
So it can't be you just finishing a puzzle, you have to throw it in the air.
No, because it's so weird. It's just it happens so fast. Unless you have like 100 hands and you can finish it in one move.
I don't know, man. That's kind of a weird analogy.
Except then you just stare at the puzzle for 15 minutes and it doesn't change. But that Pinky scene was, I mean, it would be cool if it was like her whole hand. Or maybe her like whole left side of her body or something. No.
Yes, you save a half girl.
Okay, next scene. 20 years go by. Booker isn't in the best of conditions because his wife is dead, and he had just accidentally sold his daughter into something.
These things happen.
So he spends 20 years drinking his problems away, but they don't go away because alcohol isn't the solution, kids. What? You have something to say?
Oh, I just didn't realize this was a Saturday morning cartoon.
So, but in the Comstock universe, he claims that Anna was made in a week, and obviously his wife has a problem with that because she should probably know if she was pregnant.
You would think.
So he kills her and the two Lutesses to keep the secret a secret.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
20 years go by, and the Lutesses are trapped in some sort of weird between universes state.
Yeah.
Universi state. And they feel guilty, A, for separating you from your daughter, and B, for, well, they don't feel guilty for dying, but they want revenge on Comstock, I guess. I'm sorry we died.
I'm so guilty.
So they contact you, Booker, and bring you over to the Comstock universe. Except your memory gets a little flummoxed.
What?
Flux summoned is the word I was looking
Okay.
for. And you create this memory that you have to get to the girl and wipe away the debt, which is strangely what Robert was trying to get you to do. It actually is exactly what he was trying to do. So basically, you make up this thing where you need to get Elizabeth and blah, blah, blah. And that's the beginning of the game. But that's not all, folks.
Ooh, but wait, there's more.
There's still the problem of infinite universes. Would you say that's a problem?
Meh.
Why is that a problem, you ask?
Yeah, sure.
Because
Why is that a problem, Millennium?
Because there's still an infinite... See, I said it right.
Best.
Number of universes where Comstock is still alive, and he's doing his due. What?
Good job.
Doing his due is a saying. So you need to figure out how to stop him, and Booker suggests let's kill him in the crib, so to speak.
Smother that son of a bitch.
I don't like the word smother. That just came off as creepy.
Oh, but you're killing a baby. Every part of that comes off as creepy.
No, the smothering part makes... If you don't say smother, it's less creepy.
You see you later. I'm gonna go kill a baby.
Yeah, see...
I'm gonna go asphyxiate this baby.
Yeah, there we go. See... No, you know what all the Elizabeths at the end say smother? How much better would it be if they said asphyxiate?
Asphyxiation.
Oh. DLC number 3, right?
You're the worst.
Oh, man. Okay, everyone, tweet Ken Levine.
No.
DLC number 1, Paris with no combat. DLC number 2, an option to dance. DLC number 3, punch that guy in the face in real life. And DLC number 4, asphyxiate. Okay. The problem is, you are Comstock.
You sure are.
Yeah. Yeah, you're Comstock. That's a problem. Because you had this thing called the Battle of the Wounded Knee,
Wounded Knee.
which many people think is a Skyrim reference.
No, wasn't that a real battle?
Real battle.
Okay, yeah, I thought so.
I think it's hilarious how people think it's a reference. It could be, though. I mean, if it wasn't a real battle, I would think it was. You do some pretty messed up stuff.
Wow.
Now, from the audio logs I've gathered, you pretty much scalp a whole bunch of Indian women. Would you agree with that?
Sure.
Did you get that too? Or is it only me?
I don't remember getting those voxophones, but
Okay.
I'm believing you.
Okay. It wasn't a voxophone, this one, but Slate says you collected trophies. You collected many trophies that day.
Hmm.
Comstock called you a killer of women. And, in the, Wounded Knee, display, there were scalped Indian, or
Wow.
Native American
Yeah.
things.
Rudo.
So I'm assuming that that's the deed that was scarred into his memory, and that he tried to forget through A, baptism, or B, alcohol.
Okay. Makes sense to me.
So he becomes Comstock in one universe and stays Booker in the other one. But to destroy Comstock, they have to kill Booker. Because they're the same. Now,
Mm-hmm.
the end credits. After the credits scene. Do you
Yes.
have any idea about what that means?
It was like Inception. Oh.
Okay. For anyone who likes film, did you see Chinatown?
I did not see Chinatown.
Okay, it's a film. It was released in 1974, starring Jack Nicholson.
I knew that.
It has an ending very, 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 very similar to this one. Very. So I would pretty much put this ending as a combination of Inception and Chinatown. For those of you who have seen both movies, but haven't played the game, and are still here for some stupid reason. I'm mad at you, in case you are here.
Oh yeah, they're shaking.
Chris, I know you're here. Okay. But I figured out the end scene.
Okay.
This is my own theory.
Oh
I
boy.
didn't steal it from anyone.
Oh boy.
Okay?
It's gonna be subpar.
What?
This is gonna be subpar.
It is gonna. Okay, well, in my head, it's above par. But when I explain it, it's gonna be very subpar.
gonna be a triple bogey.
Triple bogey right here. Yeah. Okay. So I was listening to an interview with Ken Levine, and he said that he used to write plays in college and stuff. And I was like, well, if he did that for a job, he had to be pretty good at what he'd do, right?
Okay. Did he say he did it as a job?
Yeah, he got paid for it and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't say that before.
Shut up.
You said he wrote plays.
The worst story listener ever.
You're the worst storyteller ever.
I know.
He wrote plays. That could mean
You're a bad bear. He was paid by companies to write plays.
Well, there you go.
So I thought, well, I bet there's some deeper meaning to Bioshock. Both of them. But we're talking about Infinite right now.
There's 3 Bioshocks.
He didn't write 2.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Okay. So I was thinking about it, whatever. What's the question that he's trying to get us to ask? And I figured it out.
What's that?
Okay. We can agree that Booker, before he gets sent to Comstock's universe, would be an absolutely horrible parent. Correct?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Usually selling your child
He's
leads to such.
a drinker and a gambler, and he sold his child. Pretty bad
Yeah.
parents, right?
Yes.
So, At the end of the game, Elizabeth is in control. She can send him wherever the heck she wants. She could send him to a middle of a volcano, and he would die right there, whatever, just for fun.
God.
But she needs to do this one thing. She needs to get rid of Comstock in all the universes. Now she has two options. She can A, kill Booker before the baptism, so that both timelines never happen. The split never happens. Booker dies, Comstock never exists. Or B, she can go to right after the baptism happens in Comstock's timeline and kill him then.
Yeah.
So that only Comstock's timeline is stopped, but Booker's keeps on going.
Okay.
Okay, so let's think of the ramifications here. If she does A before the baptism, she never exists. Correct?
I'm not sure.
Because Booker had Anna after he refused the baptism.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, well then, yeah, okay.
Okay, that's it. Okay. So she would never exist if she did option A. But in option B, she wouldn't be born, whatever, under Booker's life, but like herself, I don't know how to explain it. She would, yeah, for all intents and purposes, she would be born into Booker's horrible parenthood. So she has a decision to make. Would it be better to A, be born into a horrible situation and possibly have the chance to get out of it, or B, to never be born at all? And the scene at the end of the credits shows us which one she chose.
Does it?
Yeah. She trusts that Booker can be a good parent, so she trusts her future self to him.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty good, huh?
Yeah. Bogey.
Oh, come on. Which one would you choose? Knowing everything you know about Booker, and if he was a single parent raising you, would you rather be born under him or never born at all?
Oh boy.
It's a tough question.
I'll go with born under her.
I would.
That's what Elizabeth does, and she's a smart cookie.
Well, yeah, she is God, basically. I wouldn't just because I don't like 1912.
Well, that'll show him.
I don't want to die of the flu. There's like a 1 in 4 chance that I die by the age of 5.
Well, it'll get you to shut up.
Well, it's a deep question, really.
You
So I might be
weaseled out of it.
I might be completely off, but whatever. Would you have any theories you'd like to share?
I do not.
I thought you copied them.
Yeah, but I didn't really look them up for this. I copy theories in general.
Oh.
Never one to really make my own. I usually just subscribe to people's.
Okay, can you subscribe to mine? Like favorite subscribe?
$6.
Sure.
Nice.
Okay, so that's basically the plot and theories.
And that already took 2 hours.
It's not 2 hours. It's like 50 minutes.
Jesus.
Okay, but now these are going to be short. Look at the combat.
Combat. Meh.
Meh?
Too different from Bioshock.
Oh my gosh.
I liked having my many guns with me. I liked having syringes with me so I could refill on Eve or Adam whenever I wanted to. I liked having all of that.
I didn't. Because it just slowed it down. Because, like, you would walk into a hallway, okay, which weapon do I want to use? This one. Okay, do I need to refill on this? No, to do all this. But in this one, you have 2 weapons, and you're lucky if you find any extra health or salt. And it's just...
not. It's everywhere.
Okay, if you look, you can find it.
Why the hell are you playing through the game without looking for it?
Well, in combat, you don't have time sometimes.
You were such a wimp.
Exactly. But I liked this combat better because of the skyline things.
Plus, I didn't like killing just random soldiers. I liked killing splicers.
Okay, what? Oh my gosh, you are so needy.
At least I'm not scared of everything.
Shut up.
No, this wasn't a bad game at all. I'm just saying. I think it deviated a bit too much.
You're just stupid.
I accept that it didn't happen in Rapture because I honestly think that would have been boring. We've had 2 games in Rapture. Really, what else is there to do? It's a small, enclosed, underwater city that we blew to hell in the second game. So,
Yeah, it's kind of gone. But okay. Oh man, this is completely false. Whatever. But I saw this clip. When Fitzpatrick dies in the first Bioshock, you can hear something that sounds like Songbird dying in the background. And it's creepy as heck. Like, it's not it's accidental. It's just like a generic metallic screeching.
Yeah.
But it's really close to Songbird sound, and it's so cool, even though it's accidental.
Fitzpatrick's that guy in the piano?
Yeah, the piano guy.
Okay, yep.
So that was just a cool.
I think we have the same name.
What?
I think his name was Kyle, too.
That's nice. Right. Okay. So, what'd you think of the characters?
Characters were good. I quite liked the characters.
I did not like Slate, Comstock, and that's pretty much. Yeah, there's not many characters.
There's not that many.
There's a
I
little.
didn't like Daisy Fitzroy.
Oh, I hate Daisy Fitzroy. Holy crap.
But I like Songbird.
Lutess's,
And I love the Lutesses.
Songbird, Comstock, Booker, Elizabeth, Fink, Slate, and the black chick.
And the little boy.
His name is-
Telegram, Mr. DeWitt.
Shut up. There's also that one guy who was like, hey, we're in the Sky Patrol, keeping the Vox Populi off the skylines.
Yep. And there's that guy, or the prettiest white girl in all of Columbia. Yep. Lots of fun people.
Okay, so who is your favorite character? Besides Elizabeth.
Lutesses.
Besides Elizabeth.
Lutesses.
Okay.
Cool.
I have to agree. They're
cryptic.
They're so perfect. And now I get to talk about my favorite part of the game. Oh my gosh. Okay. So there's this one part where Elizabeth is realizing that she knows who the female Lutess is, at least. And they are just teleporting around doing their shenanigans and stuff.
Playing baseball.
Yeah, at one point they're playing baseball, and then at one point they're dancing, and then at one point you see the male Lutess painting and the female Lutess posing, and then you move along and you get to see what he's painting, and he's painting a self-portrait. So he's making her stand there, and he's doing a self-portrait, and I thought that was the funniest thing in the world. Except, when you finish the game, you realize that they're the same person. So really, he is painting her.
I'm glad you liked that part so much.
That was so genius. Like, that was genius on 5 different levels. It was hilarious, and then it was a joke. It was a joke. It was hilarious, and then it fit in the plot. It was foreshadowing, and oh my gosh, timing. Oh, it was right at like a really dark point in the story, so it was like, oh, perfect, absolutely perfect. Okay.
He doesn't row. That part was fun.
Yeah, that part was good too. Yeah. I guess him not rowing is a constant.
Who are these people babbling?
Yeah, the first time
He doesn't
I was like,
row.
what the heck are these people talking about? I guess my film critic buff self tried to convince myself that I knew what they were talking about, but in reality I had no idea what they were talking about.
You don't row.
What does that mean?
It means you don't row.
Yeah, I know that now. Okay, so what do you think of Elizabeth?
She's okay. I like her because we're both afraid of bees.
That was oh yeah, holy crap, you must be the same person. Wow.
Yes. I
I
mean,
guess
we've
that
got that
universe
one
where
thing.
you are Elizabeth is right now. But yeah, that was their big gamble, and I think they nailed it.
Nailed it.
I don't know, because like the first time I played through, Elizabeth was like, spot on perfect. But the second time I played through, I don't know, her AI got all wacky on me. So like there was this one point where if I would just be standing in one place, not moving the left stick, and then I would look to the left, and she would jump on a skyline, do a loop around, and then jump back off right in front of me. I would look to the left, and she would move to the left. Then I would look back, and she would do the same thing, go around the skyline and do it again. And I wasn't moving at all. I was just moving where I was looking. I was like, okay, you have fun up there, but yeah, it got pretty weird. And I've
Maybe
noticed,
she was sugar high from the cotton candy.
yeah, it was right after the cotton candy.
And she's been locked up all that time with presumably no cotton candy.
Oh, I bet Songbird.
There's my fan theory.
My, can you imagine Songbird in a library trying to pick out books for her?
Yes. The songbird is awesome.
How to pick locks looks like a good one. I really don't get it. That's one of the plot holes, I guess. But yeah, and then I've noticed on my second playthrough she bumps into me a lot more. Like she's getting in my way a lot more.
Huh.
But I can forgive her just because she has a nice face.
That's good. Nice to see chivalry isn't dead.
Yeah, but she is my favorite NPC of all time. Would you concur?
I don't know. That's kind of on the spot. I'd have to think for quite a while.
Hey, you have
About
10
NPCs.
seconds to think.
Then no.
I'm gonna time you, starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
No. I can get back to you in
Okay, time's
2
up.
days.
Who's your favorite?
I don't know who my favorite is.
I swear, if you say Gob, I'm gonna kill you.
I do like Gob.
Do you
Gob's
want
awesome. He's like, hey, smooth skin. I'm like, hey, Gob.
Does he say, Booker, ammo?
No.
Gob doesn't say that. Gob charges you for his ammo.
But he sells at a discount, even though Moriarty would have his head if he caught him.
Oh my gosh.
That's classy.
Okay, well you put it in the description of your video. Or just tell me and no one else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wheatley's pretty cool.
Yeah, I hate him though.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Like, Elizabeth is the only character who I liked consistently.
Besides Gob.
I saw Gob for... Okay, I might have talked to Gob in my whole life for a total of 2 minutes. Because after like the first time going to the bar, I never go in. Ever again.
Well, you're just terrible.
Well, I don't care about Gob or anyone in there.
Rude.
I did go to see Nova once, though.
Pervert.
And you know what I mean by that.
Yeah, you mean you're a pervert.
Okay, don't spoil it. That's an inside joke.
Some inside joke.
Well, it's an inside joke with people who played Fallout 3
Who hasn't played Fallout?
and know who Nova is. That's a very obscure character.
No, it's in the first damn town you visit.
Does it matter? Do you know every character in the first Dane town you visit?
I'm pretty sure I could name every character in Megaton.
I'm not gonna make you do it because we're gonna be here for 10 minutes.
Thank you.
Do it. No, don't. Okay, so do we have... Okay, unanswered questions. We have a few,
We do.
right? Do you
Sure.
I have 2. One we already talked about.
I don't know. I'm not good at thinking on the spot.
You're not good at thinking in general. I'm sorry.
Well,
It's me.
up yours.
Okay, one, we already talked about. Why did evil Elizabeth send you back 6 months
Yeah.
when she could have sent you back, like, right when Elizabeth was captured? That just makes... if you know it, please tell me, because that's, like, the biggest D move ever. Ever. But, I don't know, I can probably make up some BS answer as to why. And in fact, I will right now. It's because Elizabeth needed to be tortured. I don't want to say tortured, that sounds mean. Captured for that time period to make her hate Comstock, so that they would go after him and kill him instead of fleeing to Paris.
Alright, I like that.
Because that's necessary for the whole closing the circle thing. Right?
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. So we answered one question. Yay. Okay. And then the second one is when you are leaving the beach. There's this one chick who recognizes Elizabeth and goes, "Oh, Annabelle? Annabelle, it's me, Esther." And it's basically a police trick to make Elizabeth say, "Oh no, my name's Elizabeth."
Yeah, that's what process servers do.
But why did she choose the name Annabelle?
You can just say it's random and it was a happy coinky dink.
Is that just straight up foreshadowing?
Yeah, it's straight up foreshadowing.
Straight up foreshadowing? Okay, so we answered 2 out of 2. We're on a roll.
I mean, I don't know, but that's what I'd say.
Questions to answer.
It's really how would she know?
Okay.
No way she would know.
I am so good at thinking on the spot that I made a third question.
Holy crap.
Okay, at the very end when you drown, did you notice that the main Elizabeth is not wearing a necklace?
I did not.
She's not wearing the bird.
Bird?
The Nick
Or the cage.
Or the Nick
Or perhaps the bird.
The bird is beautiful, but the cage is somber. But there's really something special about it.
That's right. That's why I picked it.
You're such a terrible person. Holy crap. She's locked up in a cage her whole life. Hey, look at this cage. You should wear it.
She said there was something special about
She
it.
said the bird was beautiful.
The bird was not beautiful.
She said it.
She was wrong.
God. I win.
Shut up.
Okay, but then a final question. Where is the real Elizabeth during those last segments?
Drowning.
There's really no way to tell from the information that we have right now. My idea is just that Elizabeth couldn't go through with actually be her drowning you, so she just sends like a other Elizabeth to do it. That's why the Elizabeth didn't like cry or anything when she was doing it.
Well,
Because if I was Elizabeth, I would be bawling at that point.
Ballin'.
Like,
I'd be straight ballin'.
Not the ghetto kind, the Disney princess kind.
It's never the ghetto kind.
Well, not you. With you it is. Okay, any more questions before I think of another one? You have one last chance.
I don't think I have any.
Okay, I have one. This one's probably pretty obvious, but I'm just confused. So you know how the cage was an actual piano song?
It was notes. It was C-A-G-E were the notes. Yes.
Oh, I thought it was so genius when the Lutesses were on the stupid piano. Oh, that was such a good scene.
Oh no, you'll call him.
At least they left the piano.
They left.
Oh, every scene that they're in is just perfect. But okay, so the whole CAGE, did I spell that right? Yeah.
Oh my god.
So at the very last battle, when you're fighting the Vox Populi on top of the hand of the prophet, Songbird helps you because apparently you've tamed it.
Yes.
But then, okay, so then you beat the Vox Populi and you send it to destroy the stupid siphon.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, Songbird comes and attacks you.
Yep.
What's with the change in personality, Songbird?
YOLO?
That's not the answer I was looking for.
I don't know. Wore off. Attacking that thing made it wear off.
Eh,
Why the hell
I don't
not?
know. I thought the point of that was just to, like, drain her powers.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, okay. So, 3 for 4, not bad. Not too shabby.
Terrible. Just terrible.
Shut up.
We're the worst.
You're the worst. Okay. So, we already mentioned 4 possible DLCs. Now, what do you think the real DLCs will be?
Well, I don't know. It's probably just going to be background stuff.
Unfortunately, I think they're going to be 1, history about the Boys of Silence.
Perfect.
Very unfortunate. I'm going to be very sad if this is true. 2, history behind that John Wilkes Booth cult that you find at the beginning of the game.
Because they racist.
Well, I mean, some background again. I don't know. Maybe they
And
Backlink.
he killed Lincoln, the anti-racist.
Okay. What else could there be? Maybe something with that last Elizabeth that is missing in action.
Maybe.
Oh, I hate you. Okay. For those of you who have been paying attention for the whole
No one.
thing, 15 minutes ago we were talking about naming every single character in Megaton. Well, Kyle just sent me a Skype message with every single.
No, I don't know if it's every single one.
Well, you don't have Lucas Sims' son.
That's his son. I don't remember
What's
the
his
damn
name?
kid's name. I don't remember.
Aki
Uva
Moriarty.
Harlan?
Deputy. Okay, what about the guy with the eye patch who takes care of the little girl?
That's Billy Creel.
Crap. What about the chick who's into him?
Lucy? Is Lucy into him? Who's into Billy Creel?
It might just be some random
Megaton citizen or whatever.
whatever. So that's okay. DLC including Megaton.
Megaton DLC.
You are. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. What other like things could they delve into?
I don't know. They could
Maybe
just
like.
give me more. What's it called?
Maybe like.
Tonics?
Oh, nah. I don't want that. You know, in the final tear you go through in the whole Vox Populi debacle thing, it could be like the how Booker dies in that one. They could like have that story.
I guess. See, with the tears, they could really do anything they damn well please.
Not very supportive. You're like Jay Leno.
Really?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, not at all.
Just like he's interviewing someone and they say this funny story and he just goes, yeah. And he offers absolutely nothing and he just leaves them sitting there like, now
Well, I told you.
he's the worst.
All the
person.
tears, all them lighthouses, they could do anything they please.
Do you think they're gonna go back to Rapture with one of them?
I can only hope.
You would, wouldn't you?
Yep. Me
Okay.
and Rapture. We're tight.
Okay. Oh, what if they do some stupid thing like Operation Anchorage, where there's like a simulator where you're George Washington crossing the Delaware or something stupid?
Operation Anchorage wasn't all that bad.
Yeah, but it was just like a
Mothership sucked.
um.
Ape was okay.
with,
That's not what this is about, so please refrain from bringing that up again.
whatever.
Pshaw.
I don't like how the whole simulation cop-out thing.
Eh.
We need to get into this vault. Here, play this video game inside this video game.
It's totally meta. You wouldn't understand.
You die.
It was okay.
Whatever.
It wasn't the best one. Point Lookout was by far the best one, but
Yeah. Broken Steel was good.
Broken Steel was I preferred Point Lookout. Point Lookout was just so beautiful.
But wait, we're talking about Bioshock Infinite. We almost forgot.
Fallout 3.
Okay, so speaking of games of the year, Fallout 3.
Boom. Yes.
You think Bioshock Infinite is gonna do it?
I think that is the stupidest question ever.
Why?
Because it's April.
Okay, Jay Leno.
Well, come on. How the
You're a
hell?
robot
There's
Jay Leno.
so much coming
You are
out.
a robotic Jay Leno. You need to have a stake driven into your heart to kill you.
How can you even make a claim like that this early?
Okay.
The year is
A,
essentially 25% over.
we have already proven that you're a robot. B.
Now,
Oh, not that claim? Oh.
yeah, stupid.
Okay. What
Ad
okay,
hominem.
has GTA 5 to go up against?
Has The Last of Us to go against. It has the Ellen Page game to go against.
Ellen Page game needs to just, like, crash and burn.
I hope you crash and burn.
Ellen Page is not a video game.
No,
It's
she's not.
Two souls.
Okay.
Beyond two. Wait,
That's why I said the Ellen Page one.
whatever.
I didn't say Ellen Page, the video game.
Okay, in my mind, the only real competition is GTA 5 and The Last of Us.
Okay then, but that's still competition. It's still way too premature to be handing out awards.
Which game of the year are we talking about?
But
Which like, there's multiple game of the year awards.
game of the year.
Which one?
The.
No, like, whose?
I don't care. Anyone's.
The VGAs, IGN, Game
Yes.
Informer?
Yes.
That wasn't a yes or no question.
I don't care. IGN for all I care. I'm just saying it's too early to be giving out accolades.
Okay, is it a contender?
Sure. Yes.
Or what are its pros?
It's good. It's got a good story, a good cerebral story,
Good, good,
a very likable characters that get you entrenched in the game.
good.
Gameplay is pretty good, but I wish they would let me carry more than 2 weapons.
Gosh, you need to get off that.
Where the hell are the splicers?
Oh my gosh. It's a different game. Get over it.
I know it's a different game, but it's in the same series, and damn it. It just feels to me like
Constants and variables.
if there wasn't the good backplot and everything, it would be more like an adventure game that they slapped the Bioshock label on.
Okay, so basically all's good except the combat.
Even the combat's fine, it's just...
That's the worst part?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, worst part is obviously the Comstock House / mental hospital.
Gotta get over it.
Except that level, see, for me that was such an emotional level. I don't want to talk about it with you because you're gonna call me names and stuff.
Well,
So
I will refrain.
no, I'm done.
Good.
I'm
'Cause I
done.
wasn't gonna refrain.
No, it was just like I hated that level with every cell of my being. But I had to keep going because I wanted to protect Elizabeth, and that says something about their success with the creation of Elizabeth.
You just go crazy over
If
all
they can make someone like me play a scary level like that, they've done something. They've done something big.
Oh my god. It's not like you just spent $60 on the game. You're not gonna quit right there because you're startled.
I could have stopped for like a day, but I didn't.
Well, there you go. I mean, you played the first Bioshock. That was hundreds of times creepier than this one.
Oh, that was so hard. Oh my gosh, I don't need. See, that's why I like this one so much better.
That's why I like the first one so much better.
Okay.
Not so much.
Yeah,
I
this
like
one's
the
a
first
10 out
one
of 10 for me.
Yeah.
What did you say? 9.5?
9.5.
Right?
That's good.
Yeah, so for me they're flipped. Just because of the creepiness factor. You're so stupid. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Okay, but I just
Oh.
paid $60 for the. What does that have to? Of course, I did pay $60 for the game,
Yeah.
but I could have taken a break, but I didn't.
Well, there you go. I didn't realize that's what you meant. I thought you meant you were just gonna stop playing it because
I'm not gonna stop playing it forever. I was playing it at 1 a.m. I was gonna stop until noon the next day, turn on all my lights, open all my windows,
Oh my
and
God.
play like SpongeBob music in the background. But I didn't
Sack up.
because I had to get through. And then the ending came, and I was really, really sad. And then I understood the ending, and I was really, really happy. Because Elizabeth chose you instead of non-existence. Which, when I say it like that, doesn't seem that big of a deal. I'd rather not exist than go on a date with you.
Huh. Rude.
Wow. You're rude.
Yep.
So do you have any final things?
Nah.
Wow, you're like more than Jay Leno.
Well, I really don't have anything else to add. You covered it very well.
Think of something. Contribute.
How about that airline food?
What airline food? Oh no, did you hear? See, all you need to do is say something stupid like that. Did you hear that, the nun that set the, thing on fire when you were going to Monument Island?
I'm sorry, what?
Okay, you know how you got onto that one airship, and there's that one nun praying in there?
Yes.
Comstock comes up and he's like, God has the power to forgive anyone.
Yeah.
I don't have to. And then she drops the torch and sets it on fire and stuff.
Yeah.
Originally, that was a little kid,
Dear God.
and I'm thinking that they changed that right after the Newtown thing.
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, you were...
Makes sense, I guess. Well, I'm not going to confirm or deny that. How the hell am I supposed to confirm or deny that?
What do you think about it?
I think you're on a good track, but I'm not going to confirm or deny that. I do not hold the power to do so. You can tweet at Ken Levine if you want to know.
I'll tweet at Ken Levine until the cows come home.
Did he get back to you?
No.
I knew it.
Shut up. I can't believe you're the worst. So, anything else to contribute?
Well, I just want to yell at you for never playing Bioshock 2. You're the worst.
Is it really that good?
It's not that good. It's a good game, though.
Is it better than Infinite?
No.
Then I'm never gonna play it.
Oh, you're the worst.
I'm never gonna play any game that's worse than Bioshock Infinite.
You just rated it a 10.
I'm dropping the mic. I'm out.
So what are you going to do with all your Let's Plays?
Well, I recorded Darksiders today.
Is
Are we
that
done? Wait,
that
before we get into this, are we done?
Sure.
Okay, thank you for listening to this surprisingly long version of Talkie Time. I did remember the title. You're welcome.
Yeah, that's because it's perfect.
It is okay, it's official. It's Talkie Time. Hope you enjoyed. If you did play Bioshock and have been paying attention during all of this and remember any of the questions that we asked, feel free to answer those. But be sure to tell us what you think of Bioshock Infinite. Not the first one. Don't talk about the first one.
Or the first one.
No, don't talk about
Go ahead.
it. 'Tis a scary place. And that's it. So thank you for watching, and we will be back sometime soon with some other stupid topic.
Yay.